Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What a night for Sunday Night Football. The Detroit Lions pulled off an exciting 26-20 overtime win against the Los Angeles Rams. And guess what? Matt Stafford returned to Ford Field, bringing all the emotions back. This was definitely one of those games that felt like it would have major implications for the rest of the season, and it's only week 1. The Lions came out on top, but let me tell you, it wasn't an easy win. I never really doubted that Detroit could take this one, but Stafford and the Rams gave us some serious heart-pounding moments, especially in the fourth quarter. Before we dive in deeper, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's aim for 500 likes. It would mean the world to me. Now back to the game. It wasn't perfect, not by any stretch, but wow, what a relief. That's 2 season openers in a row where the Lions have given us stress, but in the end, it all worked out. For Detroit fans, this game had a personal touch. The Lions knocked out the Rams in last season's wild card game, and seeing Matt Stafford, forever a Lions legend, back on the field, made it even more emotional. Oh, and let's not forget how people have been hyping up the Rams all offseason, saying they're one of the best teams in the NFC. Now, looking at the game, Detroit struggled with time of possession, but in the final minutes of the fourth quarter, they had a huge moment. Shout out to Jake Bates. He was clutch, nailing that second field goal with just 20 seconds left to send the game into overtime. It was a crazy fourth quarter, but let's break it down. The Lions were 6 of 13 on third down conversions, and they racked up 363 yards of offense, though they allowed the Rams to gain 387 yards. But here's the thing. Week 1 games are always a bit wild. With the preseason now shortened to just 3 games, it takes teams a while to really find their groove. Players like Jameson Williams, David Montgomery, Kirby Joseph, and Aiden Hutchinson showed up big. Even though it wasn't Jared Goff's best game, the Lions got the job done. Jared Goff's performance was solid, but not without a few bumps. He went 18 for 28, throwing for 217 yards with 1 touchdown and an uncharacteristic interception. The passing game wasn't as smooth as we'd hoped, but there were some standout moments. Jameson Williams was a big highlight with 5 catches for 121 yards, including a massive 52-yard touchdown bomb from Goff. Other than that, things were a bit shaky, but the great news is Williams seems to be hitting his stride as the Lions' number 2 wide receiver. We've been waiting for this breakout from Williams, and now that he's fully healthy, it looks like he's ready to deliver. He's been in great shape all summer and preseason, and now in the regular season, he's proving his worth. Dan Campbell and the rest of the team have been hyping him up all offseason, and he didn't disappoint, averaging an impressive 24.2 yards per reception. Next up, Sam Laporta had a solid night with 4 catches for 45 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs, the running back, had 4 catches for 34 yards, as the Lions have been working to get him more involved in the passing game. It was a quiet night for Amon-Ra Street. Brown, though, who managed only 3 catches for 13 yards on 6 targets. Credit to the Rams' defense, they did a great job covering him. On the ground, the Lions' running game was on fire. They racked up 163 rushing yards on 31 carries with 2 touchdowns, averaging 5.3 yards per carry. David Montgomery was a star in his first game, running for 91 yards on 17 carries and scoring a touchdown, averaging 5.4 yards per carry. Jahmyr Gibbs added 40 rushing yards on 11 carries, averaging 3.6 yards per carry, and also scored an important touchdown earlier in the game. Even Jameson Williams and Khalif Raymond had key rushes, including Raymond's monumental 12-yard run in overtime. On defense, Kirby Joseph came up huge with an interception off Matt Stafford. Alex Anzalone was everywhere on the field, racking up 13 total tackles and proving he's becoming one of the top linebackers in the league. Terrion Arnold, the rookie, made an impact with 8 tackles, and Carlton Davis, a recent trade acquisition, had an incredible game with 10 tackles and multiple pass breakups. Brian Branch was another key player, totaling 7 tackles. Joseph also added 6 tackles to go with his interception. Aiden Hutchinson was a force, getting a sack along with 5 tackles. Levi Onwuzurike and Marcus Davenport teamed up for another sack earlier in the game. And of course, a massive shout-out to Jake Bates, who nailed that clutch field goal with 20 seconds left to send the game into overtime. He's the real hero of the night. And the reason this is so important is because Michael Badgley went on injured reserve about a month ago, leaving the Lions in need of a reliable kicker. Jake Bates stepped up big time after an impressive preseason and training camp. As a rookie kicker, confidence is key, and tonight was a huge boost for him, even though his longest kick was just 32 yards. Take it from a Packers fan, kicking is critical. Without Bates, the Lions wouldn't have had the chance to win this game in overtime. He delivered when it mattered most, and that's all you can ask for. The Lions' overtime drive was relentless, moving the chains and keeping the pressure on. But let's be honest, this was an ugly game, especially for Jared Goff and the passing offense. It wasn't pretty, but the defense held strong, special teams came through, and when it mattered, Goff made the necessary throws. The running backs did their part too, picking up first downs when needed. Now it's midnight here, but I'm absolutely hyped. The Detroit Lions are officially 1-0. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for daily NFL content. And hey, I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts and a grade for the Lions' first regular season game down in the comments. Peace.